Well, fellas, it pains me to say it, but summer is coming to a close, and golly, was it one to remember. We got a lot of pretty good movies, like F1, 28 Years Later, Materialists, Together. That movie was weird. I don't think body horror is my thing. Along with some standout films such as Weapons, which, in my opinion, established Zach Cregger as one of the best directors in the business, and Julia Garner as one of the best and one of my favorite current actresses. We also had films that genuinely came out of nowhere, and I'm mostly referring to K-pop Demon Hunters, which kind of exploded overnight, and it's now on track to become Netflix's most watched movie of all time. Which means they're gonna turn this into a franchise and put out as much projects as they possibly can in the next few years. But you know what? I am down. This film was a lot of fun, and honestly, I just want to see more of these songs hit #1 on Billboard, because this is just a sight to behold. But alright, if you clicked on this video, it's because you wanted to hear me talk about comic book movies, because we all experienced what could be considered one of, if not the best superhero movie summers. That name kinda sucked. We had two heavy hitters with Marvel's first family, the Fantastic Four, and of course, the man who saved the DCU. Zack Snyder. Nope, that's not it. I fucked it. If you've watched my reviews on these two movies, you'll know that Superman is not only my current and most likely future favorite movie of the year, it's one of my favorite movies ever. And I've been told I'm crazy for it, but I don't care. I fucking love this movie. Kindness is the new punk rock, tell your friends. On the other hand, I thought Fantastic Four was solid, but I also thought I was gonna like it more on rewatch, and no. Although I'm very glad people who watch this movie at the very least like it, because unfortunately not a lot of people are watching it. But with that being said, I'm gonna take this chance to talk about something that I think is very important and not a lot of people are paying attention to. Like I said before, most of us have seen that Superman and Fantastic Four aren't exactly doing very well at the box office. Superman is looking to make a very small profit, while Fantastic Four will probably be lucky if it breaks even. And way before those two, we had Thunderbolts, just completely falling on its face. And so, when people see these movies specifically not doing very well, they pounce. Man of Steel fans say Superman sucks, and MCU haters say that Marvel is dead because... Actually, I don't know why. I will never understand the people that cheer when art fails. But if you zoom out a bit and take a look at everything, rather than just superhero movies, you'll see that nothing is producing numbers like it used to. And not to say that superhero fatigue isn't real, because for some people it definitely is. But as you can see, at the time of making this video, 4 of the top 10 grossing movies this year are actually superhero films. And I know you're thinking, what about globally? Here are the global numbers. And as you can see, they're not all that different. And just for those wondering, here's 2019. Big difference, right? Now, if you're wondering why the big drop-off, I'm gonna be so real with you, I'm kind of stupid. I don't know why, but I do know that we have to stop comparing post-pandemic films to pre-pandemic because it is simply unrealistic. This is gonna be the first Jurassic World film to not hit the 1 billion mark. A film like Sinners, which is widely considered to be a modern masterpiece, isn't even hitting the 400 mark. So when you do see people online targeting comic book films specifically, talking about superhero fatigue or about how the MCU fell off or whatever, just take it with a grain of salt. Because it's not just superhero movies that are doing poorly, it's movies in general. Although, you know who ascends any and all superhero fatigue? Fucking Spider-Man? Are you serious? I don't think you are. Let's get fucking serious here, shall we? When Spider-Man Brand New Day started filming a few weeks ago, for just a little while, it felt like the earth stopped spinning. Everyone came together and stopped what they were doing just to watch that suit reveal, and it was fucking awesome. And the suit? Oh, the suit. For the longest time, the TASM 2 suit was generally considered to be the best live-action Spidey suit we had ever gotten. And to be honest, it wasn't close. Some people will say Tobey's was their favorite, but personally, I never really liked the lenses on that suit all that much. And Tom's suits were, not great. In fact, I always thought his first suit was his best suit. But not anymore. I mean, look at this. It looks incredible. If you ask me right now, I still like TASM 2 a bit more, mainly because of the lenses. I love when Spidey has big bug-like lenses, and Tom's are a lot smaller, a lot more compact, if you will. Although he does have expressive lenses, which TASM 2 obviously does not have. So we're gonna have to see the finished product, but as of right now, I'm still taking TASM 2. But that can definitely change. Putting the suit aside, we've gotten a lot of information about this film since we first got its official title a few months ago. It's been officially confirmed that Jon Bernthal's Punisher, Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, and Michael Mando's Scorpion are all set to return in this film. And funnily enough, at the time of writing this video, it has also been officially confirmed that Florence Pugh is coming back as Yelena for this film. I don't know what she's gonna be doing, but hey, I think that's pretty cool. I'm excited to see those two interact with each other. Thanks to some set videos, we've seen footage of Tom on top of Punisher's battle van, along with some sequences of him Spidey posing on top of some tanks with a very familiar logo on them. Unfortunately, nothing has been confirmed with Mr. Negative, so we don't actually know if he's gonna be in this film yet, but it is undeniable that he would be a perfect fit with Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. It's a great excuse for us to get Savage Hulk back. The only issue would be that this would be like the 4th time where an MCU villain plans to unleash a Hulk on the city. But to be completely honest, I don't care. Do it as much as you want. I love those sequences. And if for some reason Mr. Negative isn't in this film, he'll most likely be in the next one. And if that's the case, all they really have to do is adapt Spider-Man PS4 and we'll have ourselves a top 3 MCU movie. We still don't know anything about Scorpion besides the fact that he's in the movie. And that's good enough for me. It's about damn time they used this character. And we also still have no idea who Sadie Sink is playing in this film. A big rumor going around is that she's playing Mayday, but with the film being grounded in street level, that wouldn't really make sense. And I'm gonna get it out the way, there's no way she's playing Jean. If they really wanted to put an X-Man in this movie, I think Kitty would make a lot more sense. But even then, I don't think this is the movie to start fully introducing mutants. I know it's before Doomsday and all that, but I really want this movie to solely focus on Peter now that he's all alone and fully focused on being Spider-Man. And I feel like introducing someone like Jean Grey would kind of diminish all of that. I guess they could just slap her into a post-credit scene and call it a day, but I heavily doubt it. I also don't really think she's playing someone like Gwen or MJ, because not only have they already been done, but would they really be so secretive about all of this if she wasn't a very big and important character? That's why I personally think the best option is Kitty Pryde. She's a good middle ground between a character like Gwen and a character like Jean. You get a fantastic new love interest for Peter, and you have a lot of directions to choose from when it comes to all the mutant stuff. You could get wild and have her discover her abilities for the first time in the film, or you could make it so she has a strained relationship with the X-Men after she got kicked off the team. That way you can just name drop them or something. And if you really want to go balls to the wall, you can have her show up in full uniform. Look, I want to make this abundantly clear. I am just taking shots in the dark here. I am not a writer by any means. In fact, I'm kind of just making this up as I go. I just really like Kitty as a character. I think her dynamic with Peter is really fun, and I really want to see her come to life on the big screen. Although, if I was a betting man, I would say that Sadie Sink is most likely playing Firestar. And they're probably going to take some stuff from Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. I am very confident about this for 2 reasons. 1, she's a mutant, and 2, I don't think they have the balls to replace Zendaya as a love interest, even if it's just for 1 movie. Kind of like Jean, I don't think there's a world where they introduce Iceman in this film, but I think after having him distance himself from Ned and MJ in order to protect them in No Way Home, giving Peter a group of friends with superpowers would be really interesting if it's done well. And hey, maybe you go as far as, I don't know, getting a strangely agile blind lawyer that fans have been begging for fucking... Oh, and for those screaming, what about Felicia? I just don't think Sadie fits that role in the slightest. But hey, I guess we'll have to see. Anyways, thanks for listening to my yap session. I'm really curious to see what everyone thinks about Sadie Sink and her role in this movie, so please let me know who you think she's gonna play. Anyways, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you later.